Hello, friends. This is Sam, your old school book nerd, and Bennett. Say hi, Bennett. He's going to be a part of this video, I guess. We don't have a say in the matter. Hi, Bennett. Yes. Today, so Monday is the 1st of December, and that starts the Reindeer Readathon, which I am participating in for the first time. So I'm going to go over what books I've picked for that, for the prompts. A little update for my 'Tis the Season bingo here somewhere. And just general chat. I don't know. I'm high on pumpkin pie and turkey, so we'll see what today brings. Time to light a candle and get our drink, and we'll sit and get cozy and talk about books. Okay, first up, my 'Tis the Season bingo that I'm running for friends and random people on the internet. So I'll put the bingo board up here. You can see. I'm trying to make a bingo, but I'm also trying to be kind of random in what I'm picking, which with the Reindeer Readathon, which, by the way, is linked, the announcement video is linked down below. I believe it's being held by Break Even Books. Future Sam will correct herself right around here somewhere. So I was drawing prompts, and I picked a couple prompts, and I picked a couple books out for it, and, well, I've had my first DNF. So white cover prompt got me The Great Nerve, and it's a DNF. I don't know if it's a hard DNF. I'm just not in the mood for sciencey medical stuff right now. So I might come back to that later. Maybe it'll fulfill another prompt on another readathon. We'll see. So I did that. And then today I just finished a book that I didn't actually draw a prompt for or anything, but it was booktubers Amy and Beach Bum Bookworm were talking about the third book in a series, and that take place at Christmas. And I don't want to start in the third, so I went back and I downloaded the audiobook of the first one, which I finished today, Hammers and Homicide. Boop. Posted it there. Yeah, I did not DNF it. I thought about it. I went with it. I really enjoyed the story and the town and a lot of the characters. I really liked the fact that the main character was a woman that's similar in my age, maybe about 10 years older than me, you know, still has a life, friends, working, adult kids that come and visit her. My problems were the narrator mispronounced some words. At least I'm convinced that some words were mispronounced. Not having a physical book in front of me. Maybe that really is the word the author intended. And there was a term, a derogatory term used several times when describing a bad businessman that I didn't appreciate. And there was some fat phobia with the character in her 60s talking about how she needs to eat better because she's put on a few pounds. And I didn't appreciate that. So I ended up giving it like 2.75 stars on StoryGraph. Again, I really like the mystery and I really like the people. I probably will come back to the series on audiobook just because. Yes, but I realized it does fit one of the prompts for my bingo, and I'm going to just swoop it over here because there's more space here. It fits the furry creature on the cover because there's a ghost cat. She sees her former cat that may or may not have something to do with catching the killer. So it's not really ghosty, but it's there. So anyways, the ghost cat is on the cover of the book, so that fits that bingo slot. And then the very first prompt I drew, I'm finally getting to the book, was the green cover. And this is This a Cry for Help by Emily Austen, comes out in January. I'm about halfway through, 50% through. Absolutely loving it. I'm reading it slow because I just want to be with this character. It's a young woman who had a breakdown and is now coming back to work. She is a librarian in a small town right outside a big city. So it's doing some flashbacks to her former relationship with her boyfriend, who we discover before, fairly early on, is now dead. And that's what led to her breakdown. And then her current relationship with her wife, Joy, who is a bookbinder. And then her days returning to work at the library, where there's now controversy because a man was caught watching porn on one of the computers, and the community does not like how it was handled. So now there's a whole censorship thing going on in the library. I'm absolutely loving this book. Love Emily Austen's take on life. It is not an easy read because of the mental breakdown, but it is so good, and I'm really enjoying this. So this is my green cover. I probably will finish it in the next week and pick a new prompt. Hello. Bennett has something to say, apparently. So that's how I'm standing on my bingo right now. I have filled in a couple more slots of books that I've picked because they are books for the Reindeer Readathon that also fit prompts on my bingo. So I'm going to knock out 2 at a time. So let's talk Reindeer Readathon. Okay, so here I am with my Reindeer Readathon. So it's a month-long readathon. It is a team sport, reading sport, and the various prompts named after Santa's reindeer get you points, and then, there's going to be sprints and all sorts of fun stuff. Again, the link from the host is down below, and I'm really looking forward to this. So I created my board here of the books I'm going to read. So let's go over some of the prompts. The first prompt is words, Sam. It's frickin' Friday. Words. Dasher, a book where the combined sum total of all the numbers in the page count must be greater than 12. And what did I pick for that one? That is Christmas Tree Farm. I'm trying to get themed books as well as matching the prompts. And so Christmas Tree Farm is, not counting acknowledgments, 349. So that is math. 16. So 349 adds up to 16. So that's the first prompt. That's Dasher. So Dancer is a book that matches the genre, trope, theme, etc. of a word that you find in a word search. So you sign up and you get access to the documents, and there's a word search, and you have the first 5 words you find. You have to match one of them with the genre, topic, theme, cover, or something. So one of the first words I found was mystery. So I'm going to pop it up here. I'm going to do this audiobook. And you also get bonus points for an audiobook. There's additional challenges. So if one of your books is an audiobook, you get additional points for that. So that's my Dancer. Prancer. Title has at least 7 syllables. Everyone this Christmas has a secret. More than 7 syllables. It's a nice little short novella. This is probably what I'm going to read next when I'm done with the Emily Austen, my first book for the Reindeer Readathon, and get me into the Christmas spirit. Then we have Vixen. Vixen. An author has an initial in their name. B.K. Borson. Everybody's talking about this book. I can't wait to read it. I've never read a B.K. Borson. I've been told that I would really enjoy them. It's my type of books. So, and there's also those participating in the readathon. There's going to be a buddy read, and this is the book that we're all buddy reading. So there's that. Noises. Sun came home. Had to pause. So next up is Comet, and this is based on your astrology sign. And then it gives you a list of colors. So I'm a Scorpio. Woohoo! And my colors are pink, black, and purple. So even though this isn't really holiday themed, it's a cozy, witchy mystery. It's book 2 in a series. This just came out, it's coming out in December. I've read some Victoria Laurie in the past. not necessarily my cup of tea, but this just looked too cute. I mean, it has a freaking hedgehog on the cover, and it seems a little light and fun, and so we're going to give that a try for my purple book for Comet. Cupid. Where is my Cupid book? Oh, Cupid. Cupid is choose your pairing. Physical book, if you're doing a physical book, it needs to be translated. If you're doing an ebook, it's something that's co-authored. If you're doing an audiobook, it's multiple narrators. Well, I don't read ebooks at all. I hate multiple narrated audiobooks. It's just not my, I just don't, I mean, I can tolerate them, but I prefer a single narrator. So I'm going physical book, translated. And again, it's not the Christmassy vibes. This comes out in February. It's called The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. Again, it's super short, and it counts for a couple other prompts and other things that I'm doing. So, and it's a book club book that I'm going to be reading for next year anyway. So might as well get a jump on it and start that earlier. And then we have Donner. Book cover must have something from the title. While it was snowing, and it's snowing on the book cover. This is Julia London. I loved her historical romances back in the day. I haven't tried some of her newer stuff. So this one, Christmas, cute dog on the cover, snow on the cover. And again, it matches for my other bingo. Boop. A prompt there. So that is my Donner. And then Blitzen. Blitzen. Choose 3 books at least 5 years old. So I'm saying 2020. It's 5. You know, we're at the end of 2025. They're at least 5 years old and randomly select one of them. So I picked 3 books, and I can't remember what they all were. But then I had Sweet Little Bennett, who has never done a book choosing before, as you can see from this inserted video. You got it? Get your treat. Get your treat. Get your treat. On the floor. Look. Bennett. Bennett. Look. Treats. Treats. Come here. Look. Treats. Treats right here. Treats. And he chose House on the Cerulean Sea. Again, it's a book that I know I should have read years ago. Everybody's read it and told me I should read it. It's cozy fantasy, cozy magical realism. I know that there's some problems with the author. I understand. I'm going to go in reading this knowing that. But it's a book that's been on my TBR forever and something I should be reading. So there's that one. And then lastly, Rudolph. No eyes on the cover. Eyes as in eyeballs. Eyes on the cover. So just dodged it here because the eyes are cut off right there for The Winter Bride by Anne Gracie. Again, going with the Christmas theme here. I read The Autumn Bride as part of Mama Needs to Read Romances book club, Tea and Biscuits book club. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So I've decided I'm buying all of the series. And there is a romance per each season. So Winter Bride is next. And then obviously we're going to fit in Spring and Summer Bride as well throughout the year. So Winter Bride is my last book for the Reindeer Readathon. So I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't done one of these before, not a competitive readathon. I am Team Snowflake. If anybody watching this is also on and wants to know what team I'm on, it's assigned randomly. And I'm just hoping that I can get at least 2 of these read by the end of December. It's crazy, 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 crazy time at the store. So we'll see. I've got tons of work to do each and every day prepping for the day's sales. So I'm hoping I don't disappoint my team by only reading a couple, but I'm taking up the challenge and I'm looking forward to it. A little 2026 stuff. Boop. Next week, my shop is announcing our 2026 StoryGraph challenge. I'm really excited because it's a lot of fun prompts. So that's going to be mostly how I'm pulling my TBR for 2026, plus book club books, plus other fun stuff that YouTubers have up their sleeve. But I'm going to create a new TBR game for me to play to get these prompts read for the StoryGraph challenge that my store is doing. And it is poker TBR. I'm going to record in probably about a week or two, a little sample run of it to see what my first book of 2026 will be, or first few books of 2026 will be. So basically it's going to be playing 5-card draw. And then depending on what my final hand is, it's going to be which genres I read, which prompts I use, if I use prompts, if I get bonuses for matching things for different hands. So I'm going to do a little sample of that and pick a couple books for the beginning of January. Yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and you're going to have a nice quiet holiday season. Of course, you're shopping locally. And have a great read, everybody.